Hi students! Welcome to another session of exploring the amazing creation of God, us. We Filipinos are food lovers, aren't we? From morning till midnight, we love eating, especially now that we can just order food online and have it delivered in our respective homes. As we eat food, our body cells are fueled to do their daily tasks. Have you ever thought how long does it take to digest food from the time you eat to the time you excrete it? We'll talk about it in this video. Digestion is the process by which food is broken down into smaller components that the body can absorb to nourish its cells. This digestive system includes the following organs, which are classified into two: organs of the alimentary canal and accessory organs. Alimentary canal, also known as gastrointestinal tract or digestive tract, is a single continuous pathway by which food enters the body and solid wastes are expelled. This includes the oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. On the other hand, accessory organs consist of salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. The digestion begins in the mouth or oral cavity. The mouth contains the following structures: the teeth, tongue, the ducts of the salivary glands, and palate. The teeth break down food into small pieces. The tongue is a muscular organ that mixes the food with the saliva and at the same time aids in swallowing. It contains taste buds that enable us to taste food. The ducts of the salivary glands secrete saliva that lubricates food. The saliva likewise contains the enzymes that help in the chemical digestion of carbohydrates. The palate forms the roof of the mouth. The anterior portion is the hard palate, and the posterior portion is the soft palate. In the mouth, food is mechanically and chemically digested. Food that enters the mouth is lubricated and chewed until it forms into a ball-shaped mass called bolus. Swallowing pushes the bolus into the pharynx or throat. The pharynx or throat is located immediately posterior to the mouth. It is about 5 to 6 inches long. The pharynx is the common passageway for digestion and respiration. However, breathing and swallowing do not happen at the same time. During the swallowing, the sphincter muscle relaxes and raises the epiglottis to cover the opening of the trachea, so food finds its right way and the passing of air temporarily stops. The epiglottis prevents the bolus from entering the trachea. The esophagus is a muscular tube through which food passes from the pharynx to the stomach. It is about 10 inches long and 2 inches thick. During swallowing, the bolus is conveyed by the esophagus into the stomach via a wave-like contraction and relaxation of involuntary muscles called peristalsis. Connected to the end of the esophagus is the stomach. The stomach is a hollow, curved, and enlarged organ located at the back of the diaphragm and on the left side of the abdomen that is about 30.5 cm long and 15.2 cm wide. The stomach's capacity is about a liter in adults. The stomach performs 3 functions. First, storing of the swallowed food. Second, mixing of the food with the digestive juice it produces. Lastly, conveying its contents slowly into small intestine. The inner walls of the stomach have folds known as rugae. These folds allow the stomach to stretch in order to store large meals. They also help in storing food during digestion. The stomach has 3 sections: the cardia, the fundus, and the pylorus. The beginning of the cardia, after the esophagus, is the cardiac sphincter. The end of the pylorus is the pyloric sphincter. These sphincters serve to prevent the backflow of food. Leading from the pyloric sphincter of the stomach is the small intestine. It is a 20 feet long tube where the process of digestion ends. Functionally, the small intestine is considered as the organ of complete digestion and absorption. This is because it secretes the enzymes that change food materials into their simplest components. The small intestine is divided into 3 sections: the duodenum, which is the shortest and the most fixed part; the jejunum, the middle and freely movable portion; and the ileum, which is the longest and the highly coiled part. The large intestine or colon is the next organ after the small intestine. It is about 1.5 meters long and 5 centimeters in diameter. The colon has 3 functions: temporarily stores fecal materials, absorbs vitamins produced by certain symbiotic bacteria in the colon, and reabsorbs water from undigested residue. Carbon dioxide and methane are produced in this region. The release of these gases leads to flatulence. The last portion of the alimentary canal are the rectum and anus. The rectum is located at the distal. Next group of organs involved in digestion are generally called accessory organs. These accessory organs of digestion are described as exocrine glands. They have ducts and openings that secrete chemical substances into the organs of digestion to aid in the digestive process. These organs include the salivary glands, liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. Salivary glands secrete saliva, a chemical substance that is a combination of watery fluid or serous fluid and mucus. The mucus part of saliva lubricates the mouth that aids in swallowing, while the serous part contains the salivary amylase, ptyalin, that digests carbohydrates in the mouth. Salivary glands are located in the mouth. There are 3 types of salivary glands: the parotid, sublingual, and submandibular. Another accessory gland is the liver, which is known as the largest solid internal organ of the body. It is located at the right side of the upper abdomen. Its main role is the production of bile. Bile performs 2 important functions in digestion: emulsification of fats and neutralization of the partly digested food or chyme that comes from the stomach. Bile is temporarily stored and concentrated in the gallbladder. Another organ which produces enzymes to break down food molecules is the pancreas. It is a yellowish organ which is around 6 inches long and lies near the stomach. The pancreas secretes pancreatic juices, which are essential in breaking down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates in food. The organs of the alimentary tract are structurally adapted to digest food mechanically and chemically. The accessory organs of digestion are exocrine glands that release secretions that aid on the chemical digestion of food. Digestion time among humans varies between men and women. According to Dr. Elizabeth Rehan, after you eat, it takes about 6 to 8 hours for food to pass through your stomach and small intestine. Then, undigested food enters the large intestine for absorption of water and proceeds to the elimination. It takes about 36 hours for food to move through the entire large intestine. From the time you swallow food to the time it leaves your body as feces, it takes about 2 to 5 days depending on the individual. Today, you've learned about the different parts of the digestive system. Thank you for watching. This has been Teacher Lizelle for ClickGen.